Hey, what's up guys, Landon here, and welcome to the first episode of a brand new series I'm bringing to the channel. I announced it before, but I know you guys are super excited about it. The YouTube All-Star Series. So guys, I have attacks from a bunch of awesome YouTubers, 6 or 7 attacks, and today's episode, every one of us did an all-dragon raid, so you guys are going to see some sweet raids from all of us YouTubers, so it's going to be really cool, and I hope you guys are excited about the series. Big shout out to Free My Apps for sponsoring us and helping us provide us with gems so we can do all these awesome challenges. So make sure to go check them out. Their link will be in the description down below. There's some really cool people. So we're going to start off with J-Rod's attack, and he just basically draws out the king, destroys him, and then he launches his dragons up through the bottom. They're going to go through the base and basically demolish it, and the all-dragon raid is pretty awesome. I've actually been using it recently to gain some more cups, and you guys will see my raid in I think 3 or 4 because I got a pretty good one to show you guys. But this raid goes pretty well. The dragons seem to get through that town hall as well as the king queen. He did a really good job with the spell placements. I think he brought 3 rage spells and two free spells, which is what I like to bring, because he had his dragons actually wouldn't have been able to take out that town hall and secure that 2-star victory, but his king actually, he got really good king placement, and his heroes did a really good job of infiltrating the base, so he easily got that 2-star in a high Masters League battle. So this is a really good executed raid, and props out to J-Rod. And guys, make sure to check out everyone involved in the description down below, as well as there'll be like a link where you can see all the other episodes, because we're doing videos every single day, so you guys can see a ton of us YouTubers do a ton of attacks, and it's just going to be really cool. So that was J-Rod's attack, and now let's see who we got. So now we got Brian, which is BJCanDive, so let's see his battle. So he actually placed his dragons. There was an opening in this base, which I'm not normally a fan of, just placing all your troops in one of the little placements. He definitely didn't drop all of them, but he dropped quite a few troops, which should take out a good portion of the base, but they're just getting eaten up by that Expo coupled with the Inferno Tower as well as the air defense. So now he basically drops from the bottom and does his spell placements, and one thing that probably would have helped us raid out a little bit is if he placed the spells a little bit better, because he kind of placed it behind the dragons a little bit. Like, that was a good place raid spell, but the previous 2 were a little bit too far behind. And there he sees, you guys can see he dropped his king and queen, and he used his king Iron Fist ability a little bit early as well, but still, it's going to help get quite a few buildings out of the way. And there he brought a lightning spell around, which I'm not a huge fan of bringing lightning spells on Dragon Raid. He actually told us that he didn't really know what he was doing with the Dragon Raids, because this is not his normal attacking strategy. So you can definitely see that. But he still had a good raid, and he still definitely pulled off a pretty awesome victory in another high division, Masters 2. So we're getting some high cups, guys, and the clan is a lot of fun to be in. So if you guys are high enough trophies, if you're like a really high Masters 1 or a champion, and you guys want to join our clan, it's YouTube All-Stars, as you can see above, right below Brian's name. So there, this raid basically ends. The dragon got quite a bit of hits on the town hall. Maybe if he had the raid spell and did a little bit better spell placement, he would have got that 2-star. But it was still a good raid. He got quite a bit of loot, and he still got 6 cups. So it was definitely successful. Okay, next up, oh, there's my raid. I'm Land from YouTube All-Stars. So you see this guy's base, his heroes were down, so I dropped my dragons in 2 clumps, because he had 2 air defenses that I felt were fairly exposed, and that middle sector of the base, which I thought I could really take advantage of with free spells, freeze over the wizard towers, the expos, infernos. So basically, I just did 2 free spells right in the middle, and then I had 2 rage spells, and I put that 3rd one in, and just my dragons just tore up the middle of the base, and I thought this was a very well executed raid, because all my dragons went perfectly right towards that town hall, easily securing me a 2-star victory. I really like attacking bases like this that kind of have that middle sector, so my dragons can just go through the bottom and just destroy the middle of it. So this was a really simple 2-star, and I think I got quite a few cups from this raid, which is really nice, because as you can see, you guys know I'm in Masters 1, very close to Champions League. So then just for kind of screwing around, I just dropped my king and queen at the top. Definitely didn't need to, but I just wanted to get as far as I possibly could and grab a little bit more loot, because my king actually got quite a bit of that elixir. So I decided just to have a little bit of fun and just drop my king and queen out for no reason. But as soon as that queen takes out the elixir, I think I just end the raid so she doesn't go down. So I actually got 19 cups, which is pretty huge for being in Masters 1, and the raid went very well. So that was my battle. I thought that was pretty well executed, and I thought that was a cool one to share with you guys. Okay, who's up next? So now we got Nick at Night. You guys know Nick from TeachBoomBeach. And he's in Masters 3 attacking Crystal 1 person. So he starts off the bottom. I think he's going to draw out the king and queen first. So he just drops his clan troops. And the clan troops are just going to get blown up by that giant bomb. Ouch, that one hurts. But I think he did manage to aggro the king and queen. Let's see. So I think that's what he's waiting on right now. Just to get the king and the queen out. Yeah, so he definitely aggroed her. So now the other queen, the enemy king queen is coming out. So now he's just going to use the queen's ability. And the queen is basically, because she's well over double her level, almost 3 times, easily takes out the queen, and you really don't have to worry about the king. So he's basically just gonna, he kind of threw away his archer queen, which I'm not a huge fan of, but it did the deed. And with this base, I mean, it's a little low leveled, and especially with that air defense out of the way, you're definitely not going to need too much effort. So he does a good job. The clan troops come out, and he did good spell placement. So the dragons are basically going to go through. He brought along a lightning spell, which I really don't think you need when you're taking dragons, because dragons have really good splash defense, or splash offense, for taking out clan troops. It used to be they had to breathe 1 by 1 archer, and that was just rough. But now they changed it so you can take out a whole clump of clan troops. So dragons basically rush towards the middle, and you aren't going to be able to stop this with giant wave of dragons. Even though they're not max level, they're still going to be able to tear through. I'm not sure he takes out the town hall, but he does take out quite a bit of the base. So yeah. I think he definitely needed free spells instead of the rage spells and the lightning spell, because if he had a free spell, he could easily freeze those Inferno Towers, which just destroyed. Those 3-tiered, the triple shot Inferno Towers just ripped through some dragons, so that definitely hurt his raid a lot and kind of stopped the 2-star. So he's going to finish with a 1-star and a pretty fairly executed raid. That was pretty good executed raid. That's what I was trying to say, sorry guys. So that goes the raid, and let's see who's up next. He still got quite a bit of loot, though. But this guy had a freaking ton of gold available. Wow. Okay, now we got MaddenDvinik. And he had a pretty cool raid. Let's see. This base is a farming Town Hall 10. And he's in Crystal 3, so he's a little bit lower in the trophy count. But I think he's going to... This guy's base was pretty maxed out. But look at the loot. This guy was freaking loaded. So he's going to drop some archers out at the bottom and take out that Town Hall. This was supposed to be an all-dragon raid, but, I mean, he could change it up a little bit just to take out the king-queen, which is totally fine. So then now the queen is aggroed. He meant for the queen to be attacking the archers, but it's fine. The dragon, he's only sacrificing 1 dragon to take out the queen, so that's definitely a fair sacrifice. So now I think he's going to take out that town hall and then continue destroying the rest of the base. And I think he's going to be able to get a 2-star in this base, because once the town hall is pretty easily manageable, he's just going to go through. So Madden did bring free spells, which I really think is I really recommend. He brought Freeze and Rage. He did a good spell placement right there, which easily allowed him to take out that air defense and push the dragons farther in the middle. And then he froze. I wish he froze the air defense and the Inferno Tower right there, but he only froze the Inferno Tower. It was still fine, and he still managed to take out a good chunk of this base. And now he has his queen that is going to come out. His queen and king, which both level 20, and the dragons are just eating up some of those awesome resources. Because guys, this guy was stacked. So there goes that 2-star. Very soon, a few percentage points, and he's going to easily secure that. This is a really well executed raid. I would have liked him to get a little bit more loot out of it, but still, I really like this one, and props out to Madden. He had a pretty sweet raid. So I think he's going to just let his heroes go throughout and try to take out as much loot as possible. He used his little Archer Queen ability to take out the king, and then she's just going to shoot up a little bit more gold and steal him some nice resources. So the raid's going to end as the Archer Queen just is busy shooting some defenses, and he just drops the lightning spell to take out some of that last loot, which is pretty funny. And I think that's how the raid ends, guys. Oh, he just dropped his clan troops to get a little bit of that dark elixir from that pump. But that's how the raid ends, guys. Nice loot, 21 cups, so big gain for MaddenDvinik. And who do we have next? Okay, we got Godson from GodsonCoC, and he's in Champions League. He's using a minion, or excuse me, a golem from his clan castle, I think, to draw out the king and queen. As long as he drops his queen to take out that air defense, and that's actually a pretty good strategy, because he gets 1 air defense down out of the way, and he's going to have a much easier time taking on the base. This isn't a great base for being in Champions League, so props out to him for finding this one. So then he drops his king at the top to aggro the Archer Queen and take out that air defense. So that level 40 king is just not going to be... He's just taking a freaking bunch of buildings out. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to take out that air defense, but let's see. Okay, wow. He just decimated that. So now 2 air defenses are down, out of the way, and then he drops 3 more lightning spells. So before this raid even started, 3 air defenses are gone. That's huge. So if I was him from right here, I would just have loaded the top up and just pushed all my dragons through, still having 2 rage spells, maybe 1 rage, 1 freeze, and just gone through the base. But instead, he's kind of spreading out his dragons, which I'm not too sure about. I would have liked to put him in one spot and just rush through at the top. He could have, I'm not sure. I think he probably could have cleared out this base and got a 3-star, even though there is that air defense at the bottom, which still packs a punch, and all of that good juice in the middle. But if he had I'm not sure what other spells he brought, but I definitely think he has at least 1 rage. So there you see he draws out the clan troops, when that clan troop has some wizards and some archers, which are definitely going to pack a big punch. But he just easily secured that 2-star, or that 1-star, excuse me. He hasn't got the Town Hall out yet, but I think he's going to able to. So now he's just drawing out the clan troops, and there you see the dragons just wreck through him. But the wizards those wizards took out that dragon pretty easily. So it takes him 2 dragons, oh, that's rough, to get out those clan troops. And now I think he's going to drop some more troops at the top, and hopefully he's going to be able to get that 2-star. So he has 2 dragons at the top. Now he's dropping some more troops, and then there goes that rage spell, guys. And he's going to go through the top. He drops another rage spell, and hopefully he can get that Town Hall and get that 2-star. Let's see if he does it. That 1 dragon goes down, but he still has 1 up. And a lot of that Expo was distracted on the other dragon, so that this main dragon is going to sneak through and destroy that Town Hall. Oh my gosh, never mind. I was wrong. He sends up a backup dragon to destroy the Town Hall, and then he just ends the raid. So that was a pretty sweet one. 9 cups in Champions League is a pretty good thing. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure to show it some love by smacking that like button and telling me that you're excited about this series in the comments down below. And make sure to check out Free My Apps. They're really, really helpful, and I really appreciate that sponsorship. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next episode. Bye guys.